You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's the kind of person who quietly puts in the work every single day, not someone who just makes promises or talks about grand plans. You will rarely hear him boast. Instead, you'll see him doing what's needed, staying organized and focused. If he talks about goals, he's usually making real efforts behind the scenes.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he does not fall apart or lash out. He stays calm and keeps his feelings in check, not showing much anger or panic. He's steady but not very open about his worries. You might notice him becoming a little distant rather than breaking down.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
At work, most people will see him as polite and very disciplined. He avoids getting into arguments or causing drama. So you won't hear stories about him fighting with coworkers. Still, they appreciate that he doesn't gossip, complain, or stir up trouble.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do well in your career, he will quietly respect your hard work and achievements. He doesn't feel threatened easily as he's secure in his routines and self worth. His style is more about silent, steady support than big celebrations.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he is not likely to resent you or feel insecure about it. He is comfortable with his own routine and measures his worth by how well he handles his responsibilities, not by competing with you. He may not talk much about his feelings, but inside he will quietly respect your hard work.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is careful with money and likes to plan things out before spending. You'll notice he pays attention to details, keeps track of bills, and avoids making impulsive buys. If you want someone who values stability and doesn't waste money, he's a good bet.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't pretend to be someone he's not. He's not the type to show off or buy things just to impress others. You won't see him brag about expensive things or run up debts to keep up with others.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is careful with money and prefers to think things through before giving or spending. He may not be the most open handed or warm when it comes to sharing, and you might find him a bit reserved in both his feelings and his wallet. That doesn't mean he is selfish. He just tends to be practical and cautious.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is likely to be straightforward about money matters and doesn't play games or hide things. He values routines and order, so he keeps track of finances and prefers to have everything clear and organized. You can trust him to be honest and steady, not mysterious or bossy when it comes to money.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes in keeping things tidy and well organized, so he's likely to help with housework rather than see it as only your responsibility. He feels that everyone in the home should do their part to keep things running smoothly. He values teamwork and wants the home to reflect both your efforts.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's not just a supervisor, he believes in rolling up his sleeves and getting things done himself. If there are chores or diapers to handle, he will quietly step in and do his share without fuss or drama. He sees housework as everyone's responsibility for keeping life smooth and orderly.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He isn't the type to start arguments just to prove a point. When you talk about something that bothers you, he will usually listen without getting loud or stubborn. Sometimes he might go quiet or need space to think things over rather than responding right away.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he remains calm and does not use harsh words or get aggressive. He's careful in how he speaks, even if he's upset, so you don't have to worry about yelling or mean comments flying your way. He will never try to scare you or make you feel small.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he is not someone who gets angry quickly. He tends to stay calm even when things are stressful or not going his way. This is generally a safe and healthy quality in a relationship.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is more likely to quietly accept when he's made a mistake rather than blame you. While he may not always say the actual words, I'm sorry, or have long talks about feelings, you'll notice him trying to fix what went wrong and make things right. If there's a problem, he won't point fingers or get defensive.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he is the kind of man who respects boundaries and understands that when you say no, you mean it. He believes in order and following rules, so he will not push or pressure you when you set a limit. You can trust him to act respectfully, even if he doesn't talk about feelings much.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He is not the type to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He tends to keep his emotions steady and doesn't get easily upset or offended over such matters. For him, respecting your comfort is more important than pushing his own needs.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to keep private moments private. He's not the sort to share your secrets or use anything personal against you later on. He values privacy and keeping what happens between you two safe from outside eyes or ears.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is a faithful partner by nature. Once committed, he prefers stability and routine, and he's not someone who chases excitement or flirts with other women just for attention. He values trust and order in his relationships, so he takes loyalty seriously.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive or the type to act jealous or controlling. He feels secure in himself and values a calm, orderly relationship, so he doesn't waste time or energy on suspicion or trying to control your every move. You'll find that he gives you space and respects your independence.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a cover for being controlling. He likes order and stability, but he does not use care as an excuse to boss you around or limit your freedom. He respects boundaries and won't interfere with your choices or independence.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a shared job, not just something for you to handle alone. He takes responsibility seriously and wants the home to be well organized, so he'll step in and do his part without waiting to be asked. You can count on him to help keep the family running smoothly and not expect you to carry the full load.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He's steady and collected, even when things go wrong or the house feels chaotic. The children won't have to be afraid of sudden anger.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and as your own person. He respects routines and duties, so he appreciates the work you do as a mother and sees it as important. At the same time, he is steady and secure enough to let you have your own time, interests, and independence outside of parenting.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not likely to support your career now and then suddenly ask you to quit after you have a child. He values stability and teamwork at home, so he understands the importance of both partners contributing in whatever ways work best for the family. You can trust him to be consistent and fair, not switch his tune when circumstances change.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will be polite and respectful to your parents, always using good manners and making sure they feel comfortable. However, you may not see much open warmth or deep affection from him. He will do what's expected and make sure your parents feel respected, even if he keeps emotional distance. He will quietly try to adjust to your family's ways rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and not add fuel to the fire. He's steady and doesn't get swept up in arguments or raise his voice. You won't see him blaming, shouting, or holding grudges against your family.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he may be modern and practical with you in private, but in front of his relatives, he'll likely expect you to present yourself as a traditional, supportive wife. He values order, respect for customs, and keeping the peace within the family, so he might want you to follow family traditions at gatherings, dress modestly, and be polite and helpful. He isn't trying to control you, it's more about avoiding conflict and making sure everything runs smoothly. While he'll support your independence at home, he sees family occasions as a time to fit in and show respect. So be prepared for that gentle expectation to act in the traditional role around elders and relatives.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will quietly support you, but he won't jump into the middle of family conflicts or openly take sides. He prefers to keep things calm and orderly, so he may avoid direct confrontation with his relatives. He's not the type to leave you feeling abandoned, but you might wish he was more outspoken.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He's not a classic mummy's boy, but he does value respect, routines, and keeping family harmony. If you have a conflict with his mother, he won't join in arguments or make a big show of choosing sides. Instead, he will try to keep things peaceful and avoid open fights.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
No, he will not share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He is quite private and believes that personal matters should stay between husband and wife. This means that you can trust him to protect your privacy and not make your problems public.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being with this man day in and day out feels steady, predictable, and safe. He keeps routines running smoothly and handles responsibilities without needing reminders.